He started in the sport as a 12-year-old with Netherlands Subiaco back in 1967, and he moved to the East Fremantle club, making his senior debut in 1972, and he played at A-grade level there through until 1995, winning 13 premierships, and he was made a life member of East Fremantle in 1984. He won the Association's Regal Cup as the best player 4 times, and Lacrosse Australia's Isaacson Trophy in 1987. On 2 occasions, he was recognised as the best player at the National Championships. He played for WA at senior level for 19 years, 8 of them as the state co-captain. He was selected in the Australian Lacrosse All-Star team a remarkable 8 times. He represented Australia at 4 World Championships, being named as co-captain on 3 occasions, and he was named Player of the Tournament at the 1982 Worlds and selected again in the All-World team in 1986. He was named as a midfielder in WA Lacrosse's Millennium team, and in 2004 he joined Brian Griffin, who we've already inducted tonight, as just the 2nd lacrosse player in Western Australia to be inducted into the Wace Hall of Champions. Our final inductee tonight, Jeff Kennedy.
Thanks, Peter, for taking up all my time. That's great. They said I've had 5 minutes. He's already taken 4 minutes of that. Okay, thank you very much, Pete. But you never change. You give him that microphone and you just can't get off it. But just a quick word on Peter. You know, he made my game so easy. You know, I can remember going back to Gibson Park when I first started watching my first A-grade games between Netherlands Subiaco and Fremantle. And at one end you had Brian Griffin, Rob Warner, Mark Hickey. At the other end you had John Brewer, Frankie Johnson and Peter Can. And anyway, I sat down and watched this game and I said, well, I'm sitting on the hill watching these guys do it, and I'm looking at Griffin, I'm looking at Can, standing inside, not doing a lot of work, you know, all the blokes outside were doing the work, as usual. And I said, oh, I can do that, you know, I can play that sort of game, you stand outside, throw the ball in, get the glory, and don't get hurt, which is fantastic. I said, I think I did it half reasonable, but just getting back to what Peter said and all the other nominations, it's just an honour to receive this award for a game that we all love. It's a big family, and you look around, there's families everywhere, and we love it. On the field we love and hate each other, but off the field we get on pretty well, I think, and I think the game is great, and I think we just got to keep trying to get it to grow. Thanking people, I'm going to forget a lot of people here, but Peter's covered a lot of them, but thank you East Fremantle Lacrosse Club for what they've done. One of my very first coaches was Don Rutherham, and you know, he used to give me his gear to play the game, and Don, I really appreciate what he did for me those years running me around, and he did a terrific job. Peter Smirk, you know, if you get guys mentoring you like this, you've got to turn out half reasonable sort of person, you know, and I needed some direction when I first went down to East Fremantle, and these guys gave me that sort of direction. Thank you to everyone who helped me along the way. Gary said, I've got to tell this little story, you know. Gary nearly killed my career. We played Nollamara, a few Nollamara guys would appreciate this. We played Nollamara and we had a love-hate relationship. Anyway, Gary and I used to play a lot together. Anyway, Barry Preston said I'd draw the ball out the back. Anyway, I'd pick it up and we had a thing with Gary. I'll throw it back to Gary and he'll give it back and we'll get out. So this day, came out the back, beautiful, everything went to plan. Throw it back to Gary, and where's Gary? Talking. So where'd the ball go? In the back of the net. So I turned around, and Nollamara in those days, we had a bit of a real love-hate relationship. So I turned around and I got 10 Nollamara guys behind me, standing behind me and telling me what an idiot I was. But just little stories like that, but I won't keep you much longer, but just a few people I'd like to thank, mainly my family for my support over the years. Now I've got, like all you guys, got grandsons coming through, and it's just one generation after another with this great game of lacrosse, you know. But to my family, thank you very much for your support over the years, and one person in particular is my wife. She's been with me for over 50 years. I don't know if you've been down to East Fremantle Lacrosse Club, but she was a big part of it for over 30 years in the kitchen, and without her, I'm sure he's from our Lacrosse Club wouldn't be the same. But Pat, for your support over the years, thank you very much. I can't say enough about you, and just the Lacrosse family. I love a lot of you. Thank you very much.
He shouldn't have sledged you, Pete. 8 seconds longer he was. That's right.